Is Sunday, June 22nd, 2025. It's 7:25 in the evening and it's 88 degrees out here. Another decent day, even though this morning we had thunderstorms and a little bit of crazy weather this morning. Sorry about my lisp. I'm in the middle of getting an implant and the bottom center tooth is out. And they gave me a fake tooth to wear, like a flipper, but it's annoying, so I keep it out. But in the process, sometimes you'll hear it, and my wife makes fun of me. She's always telling me, put that in, don't look homeless, but I don't care. That's my fourth implant, and people that are homeless don't have implants. That's what I joke with her about. Unfortunately, when you're in the middle of getting an implant, though, it's like a 6-month process or longer. So that means I'll be without my bottom middle tooth for a minute. But that's all right. Anyway, I'm making this video for a few reasons. To jump in, say hello, see how everybody's doing. Plus, I'm going to link my eBay to my YouTube. Because if you're a subscriber to my YouTube, you automatically get 10% extra on anything I'm selling on eBay. And I have a lot going on eBay this week. I mean, a lot. Everything from Apple Vision Pro and the case. And when I tell you it has an hour's worth of time that I used it, I have the Oculus 2 that probably have an hour or two use, time, all brand new. I even have the extended battery that I never used. Brand new. I have luxury items like Gucci boots, Gucci sneakers. Unfortunately, all my size, a size 13. I do have some women's stuff, some Louboutin shoes. I think my wife's a size 8 in USA. So whatever that converts over to her gear. I have a Louis Vuitton Supreme red leather jacket. If you look it up on eBay, I think the last one sold for like $13,000, especially the size I'm gonna list. Obviously, I'm not listing it anywhere near there, but I do have a lot of luxury items going up, and the reason I trust eBay now is because now, before I got scammed once selling a Burberry shirt. Somebody said it wasn't real, and there was no way I could go back and forth with them. And actually, what's funny is eBay gave both of us the money because they gave them the money first, and then I complained saying, how do you do that with somebody who has a record like I do and not even give me like the chance of, explaining. There was nothing to explain really. So they actually gave me my money back and their money back. But it was just obviously a scammer telling me the material didn't feel real, which was dumb because Burberry makes polos for men. They make like a half a dozen different ones. Some only sold at like Nordstrom's, some at the Burberry store, but they all feel different. A matter of fact, my wife, the ones I get from the Burberry store, which I don't buy no more, my wife hated because she always used to say they feel too tough. Like they feel really, what's the word she used, but not smooth. So I don't buy those anymore. But anyway, so long story short, I have a lot of that stuff going up. And what's good about eBay now is eBay, you don't send it to the person directly. You send it directly to eBay. They verify it, make sure it's real, and then they send it to you, which is great because now you can't tell me something's fake because eBay already went through it already. So it saves me from dealing with scammers, and it should hopefully make the people feel good, even though my feedback is immaculate and I've sold things worth thousands in the past. So, but this really, it helps me with not having somebody who's gonna scam and say something's fake or something, or I ship them a bag of rocks, because this way I'm not doing the shipping. What do you call it? eBay's shipping it to you after I ship it to them. So anyway, I have a lot of things going up. I'm having one of my favorite ice creams right now. It's like soft serve in a pouch. Basically, it comes frozen. You let it sit out for a little bit, and then it's like soft serve. I love these things. I've been eating the chocolate better because the last few vanillas seemed a little crystallized inside, and for some reason the chocolate ones don't get crystallized. That's the only drawback. And they're new, so it's not like they sat there for years. I just don't know why the vanilla seems to get a little crystallized more. But anyway, so if anyone's interested about my eBay, like I said, I have a ton of stuff going up, a lot of new stuff. I was also getting into those Carrera tracks. What do you call them? They're like slot tracks. And I bought a few really nice ones that had the wireless remotes. The bigger cars, not even like the small cars. The cars are almost the same size as like an iPhone. But I never took them out of I was going to combine two sets. I never took them out of the box because then right before I did that, I actually got into RC cars. And I actually think they fit me better because those tracks are big. Those slot tracks, you build them. But what happens to me is even when I had toy ones for my son, soon as you take it apart, you never put it back together again. And the track is just so big that you use it for a little bit, then it comes apart, and then it's done. RC cars you could use anywhere. It's basically like a slot track without being on a slot track. So I got into RC cars and I never opened up my Carrera, those things, what do you call them? I don't even know if they're slot track cars, but I never opened them. So I have two brand new boxes that I paid, I think, $550 each on Amazon for. Obviously, I'm selling them for a lot less on eBay. The only problem is they're in the original box, never opened, but I don't have the brown box that it's shipped in, and they're big sets. That's the one problem. I would have to take it to some place and I can't ship it without the brown box. But point is, I just have a lot of cool things going up on eBay. Like I said, new PlayStation games, new Switch games, PlayStation 5 games, even like the Ambernick and the Pow Kitty devices. I have so many of them brand new. I just don't use them no more. Well, they're brand new. I never used them, but at one point, every time Ambernick and Pow Kitty came out with a new one, I'd buy it. And eventually, if you know those two companies, they come out with new systems every 6 weeks. So and then they come out with a metal version and this version. Never used them. They're just sitting there. And the ironic thing is I don't even like playing my Switch or my Switch 2 handheld mode. I play everything on the TV. So I'm selling all of those. And again, you guys, if you're a subscriber to my channel, you get 10% off the lowest price on eBay. So if I'm selling something at a crazy price, just remember, send me a message and you get an additional 10% off. So it actually pays to, be a subscriber in one sense. And I'm pretty sure my eBay name is the same, but if not, I'm going to do a few things. I'm going to put it in my About Me with YouTube. And I'll also, if it isn't the exact same name, Drop PCTV, I'll also make another video after this and explaining it a little better. But I'm pretty sure it's Drop PCTV in eBay because I think I changed it a long time ago. So stay tuned because what I'm also doing, I have so many things that I have to move because it's just so much space. I got to make space. So for the next few weeks, I'm going to be doing crazy deals. And with you guys, with the additional 10%, you get 10% on top of the crazy deal. I even have sneakers because I used to be a sneakerhead. I mean, probably 100 pair of sneakers of, again, my size 13. I do have a few sizes in my son's, well, not his size anymore because he's 11. But when he was younger, I would buy everything that I bought for him. He had Gucci sneakers like mine. He had Yeezys like mine. But now at his age, he only wants to wear certain sneakers, which kind of sucks for me because, it used to be fresh. He'd have the same kicks I had on. He even had the same jackets. If I bought a Gucci jacket and they had it in his size, I bought it. Sunglasses. And my wife used to tell me, don't do it. He's going to outgrow it before he could wear it. And sure enough, she was right. I have Burberry and Montclair stuff in like a 4 or 5 year old size that he never wore and just never even got to it. But, it was my only son, so originally I just went to town. I, wanted to make him look fresh, and most of the stuff he didn't get to. So that's also going on eBay. I think it's like for 4 or 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds, but I'll check. And everything I have on eBay is bought from the official channel. You know, I didn't buy anything from the flea market. If it's Burberry, bought from Burberry. If it's Gucci, bought from Gucci. And what's great is that eBay does their verification anyway now. You send it to them, they check it out, and then they send it to you, which is great. It helps me with the scammers, because believe it or not, eBay's rough with the scammers. That's why I don't even mind giving you guys the additional 10%, because the odds are, if I'm dealing with you guys, I don't have to worry about getting scammed. Even with video games. I had a guy scam me on a video game once. Let me tell you what he did. He told me to open the video game up and put a piece of tape. It was a CD. I don't know if it was a PlayStation 5 game or 4. He told me to open it up, put a piece of tape across the top so it don't get loose. I said, that's fine. When he got it, he told me that when he pulled the tape off, it ruined the DVD. Now I knew it was bullshit. He set me up. You know, how would one piece of tape, ruin it? And he's the one who told me to do it. You know, I would have never thought of that, but he said, oh, I don't want the CD to get loose. Put a piece of tape over it, or 2 pieces of tape. Whatever he told me to do, I did. And then sure enough, I got a claim back. And I knew once I got the claim that what happened. And it's, what was I going to do? I knew he was a scammer, but sometimes it's not even worth trying to fight the $50. I did call him eBay don't like you going back and forth with people, but when I know I'm being scammed, I kind of, like the person who scammed me with the Burberry, I went off on them crazy, calling them all kinds of names, lowlifes, because I knew I was being scammed, but eBay didn't want to see that. I'm like, I'm not staying quiet. If you're scamming me, you're going to hear it. But what are you going to do? It happened twice out of, hundreds and hundreds of transactions, probably over 1,000 transactions. Actually, it almost happened 3 times. One time somebody ordered something, and before it even landed at their house, they were claiming some crazy thing. And I said, it didn't even land to you yet. I'm following in UPS. You get it tomorrow. And luckily, I got his messages saved, and I sent them to eBay. And I said, look, this guy's trying to scam me. He didn't even get it yet, and he's telling me this happened. Then the guy called me back. You could tell something was messed up. He was just telling me how he's broke now, and he, some excuse. But I told him, be honest. Don't try to scam me. You'd be surprised. I had 2 or 3 people. I don't know if they were true stories or not, but tell me something about, they can't afford something, but their son really loves it. And I give people breaks. I mean, I'm not going to give it to them for free, but I have no problem helping people. That's what I do. So anyway, I'm going to make this short. Again, look for my eBay. If you can't find it, again, I'll put it in my about link. And I have a ton of stuff going up, and I have to make space, so it's going to have to be gone quick. I have BMX parts, Skyway rims, 20 and 24 inch. I even have some bigger bike parts. I'm not sure if I want to sell them yet, but I have a lot of stuff that I want to get out of the way quick. I need space. I have more RC cars coming, and if I took you in my basement right now and my other room, it's closing in on me, and my wife's like, how do you live like this? It's just because I keep getting more things, and I'm getting rid of the things that I don't need, getting rid of the things I don't wear. I have sneakers that I haven't touched in years. I'm not just keeping them to keep them no more. Somebody else may really like them. What I'm also going to do is probably do but I'm going to do like an eBay/HSN type of deal where I'm going to do a live and showcase all the things that are going up on eBay. You guys get to see it first. Again, you get the extra 10% off. Maybe I'll do it during the week. I'll leave you guys a message, like a post, so you guys know ahead of time. So you guys get first dibs. So, all right, everybody. Maybe I'll talk to you guys later. I may play some games tonight and bring you guys along. Who knows? Ciao, everyone.